Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's 15-minute market update. I hope you're having a good day, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. It is Saturday, July 27th, 7:56 a.m. local time. Let me start off by protecting myself legally and giving my disclaimer out. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am wrong 99.9% of the time. So if you follow me and you use real money, you have a 99.9% chance of losing it all. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is for fantasy paper trading. All right, guys. So for your fantasy paper trades, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Hourly time frame. So we're gonna start where we left off yesterday. So yesterday we talked about how I was wrong about coming down and putting in, grabbing the objectives down below. We didn't put a lower low, or we didn't even put a higher low yet. So we're day before yesterday, excuse me, I thought that we would come up, hit the lower high rule, and come down. However, yesterday I pointed out that we invalidated the lower high rule. We canceled out, invalidated the well, it doesn't invalidate, it's still there, the higher low, but the fact that we broke above it, we broke the downtrend. So that's the best way of saying it. We took out this lower high and we took out this lower high. But I was waiting for the continuation rule, the 382.50, and if that wasn't going to get respected and that was going to get canceled out, we would then turn on the short reload, the reload zone, the green box, and if that gets invalidated, then we're going to look for a double bottom, and then so forth and so on. Checks and balances, guys, validation, invalidations. However, we did not even get to the 382 continuation rule. What we did do is that we kept on chugging along and finding resistance back at the top of this. This is the resistance. This is the reason I drew this box when I started this box on Tuesday. And you can see we just kept on hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, weakening that resistance until we finally this morning broke it. However, as you guys can see and have seen, and I've been pointing this out, the backbone of my trading strategy are back tests. Back tests. I point them out. I highlight them. I show you exactly. I put arrows on them. I mean, there's no way you can look at one of my videos and not know the probability factor of getting a back test. Now, there is a probability factor, and there's TA, and then there's MA, which are market analytics, which cover market events. So there's TA, which is technical, FA, trading, which is trading off fundamentals, and MA, which is market analysis, more towards like the overall market, what's going on, any type of events, any rebrandings, any test nets, all that stuff is falls under the category of MA. So now we have two things going on here. We're trying to utilize our regular TA against an MA event, and that's difficult. It's difficult to see the TA get respected when MA comes into play, because MA is highly emotional. It's FOMO. It's irrational. And what I'm referring to is the Trump effect. The fact that Trump is speaking today at a Bitcoin conference is going to be huge for the space. Now, most conferences, we always see that. Most conferences, what do we expect? The market to dump during the conference or right after the conference. We are doing the opposite. We are pumping, because that's what Trump likes to do. Look, guys, I'm not political. I'm not politically fit in any way. I just understand that Trump means money. Trump means markets are good. Trump means it's going to pump. You see, I don't have to tell you. You see it in the fucking charts. Whether you like him or not, I don't care. All I care about is that he makes me money. That's all I care about. Whether you agree with his agenda or not, I don't care. I don't care. I don't follow the political landscape. I don't even know what his agenda is. Or I don't even know what Biden's agenda was. I just know that Biden was horrible for the fucking country, and he was, and nobody can fucking deny it. Even the most strongest Biden supporters at the end were like, "Fuck, we got to get this fucking dementia guy out of here." And luckily, they got there. He resigned. That was no surprise. In any case, we may get front run. as much as I rely on backtesting, there's certain times that you have to realize you have to now use your experience, and you have to say, okay, there's a good possibility. There's still a possibility we may hear, but there's a good probability that we may get front run based on what's going on. Now, we talked about the big liquidity cluster right in here. We have a weekend where we have a good a possibility of continuing to run, and we have to remember yesterday, President Robert Kennedy Jr. announced that that if he becomes president, he is going to sign a legislation that the United States is going to buy 440 Bitcoin per day to create a fund, a reserve, a strategic United States Bitcoin reserve. All right, and again, these politicians are going to tell you anything you want to hear. And I know how they are. That's why I don't care about politics. They're all a bunch of fucking liars. But it doesn't matter if they're lying or not. The only thing that matters is they're saying it and it's pumping our bags. I don't give a shit if it's real or not. All I care about is, can I make money off of that event, off that news? So if he is saying that, yesterday he put a statement out. No coincidence that it's right around the corner when Trump's going to speak at a Bitcoin conference. And you know that Trump, whether you like him or not, he is a fucking marketing genius. He is going to try to outmaneuver that it's not outmaneuver. I'm trying to find the right words, but you know what I mean. He's going to try to I can't think right now, but he's basically going to put himself on the spotlight, and he's going to try to up one on what Robert Kennedy said. So again, whether it's true or not, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever he says is true. What does matter is, what is it going to do to the price of Bitcoin? And I think that may get us to go into this cluster. It is a bit of a stretch, but when you think about it, it's only $3,000 more. I mean, when you think about what we've done so far, look, what we've done so far is 9.37%. And what I'm thinking could happen, it may not happen, but we've already gone this far, that we just go, once we hit this cluster, guys, it's going to be a fast move right into here. There's nothing holding it back. So we're going to finish that cluster out. To finish the cluster out is only 6.59%. And just to reach it, it's only 4.3%. So very, very reasonable target, reasonable area that I believe could get hit. Is it going to get hit today? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to keep this on my radar because of how strong and how pumpy the market is, and the catalyst that we have. I mean, look at right now. We can't. Usually these back tests happen pretty quickly. We're not coming down. The momentum is there. So, and add to that, everyone who's trying to outsmart the market. I'm going to short it here for 40,000. They fuel it. They are fueling the move, the continuing move. So as people try to short this, it's going to pump even harder. They're going to lay the foundation, the fuel for that pump. That's the thing that most shorters don't understand. When a bunch of people are trying to find one area where it's like really obvious, it's going to fuel it. It may just be temporary, because what will happen is you'll see a quick little push just to get them out, and then roll it over. And I'm talking about the big high whale guy. I'm talking about the millions of $1 million contracts, 50x, 100x, those guys. Those guys feel. The little guys, you and I, we don't fucking make a difference. We don't make a fucking difference. But here's the plan. Make sure you're positioned yourself for this weekend. Hopefully you already did. I already positioned myself, and I already shared that with my my group. So I'm good. I'm covered. However, if you're not, I would at least wait till it touches this line and backtest. Backtesting is especially when you have so much hits underneath here, it's a high probability that we're going to hit this. And what's going to happen is, depending on if other people are watching that line as well and they go in heavy, it'll cause a wick and then a regain. And if you see that get regained above that line, you may want to consider putting a paper trade in. You may want to consider a nice paper trade. Keep your leverage low, guys. You don't need to go crazy. I mean, just think about this. On a 4X, let me show you this. If you were able to catch it here, and it does go here, I'm not saying it's going to go there, but there's a good chance in a scam pump weekend that happens. That's 60% ROI. Don't get greedy, guys. Even if you go halfway, I mean, if you want to go do this, that's still 35%. 35% in one day, in one weekend? Go tell that to one of the guys in fucking Wall Street. He'll tell you you're fucking crazy. They try to get 8% a year, and you have a potential possibility of making 35% in a fucking weekend? Come on. So just don't get greedy. Look for the probabilities. Keep the probability on your side, and know that there's always that possibility that it can reverse. And if it reverses, make sure you get out quick. And it's an easy invalidation. When you're in an area like this with so strong resistance, like I said, the likelihood of a back test is super high. Now, if we fall below it and we back test the underside like it did here, there's a good probability that it's going to go down. And you have your exit very close to where you entered. And that's how you minimize. That's how you know when your plan is not working. The signs are there. The problem is that you don't want to face it. You want to say, no, it's going to go. Well, if it's telling you that it's hitting here and it's telling you by the rejection that it's not going to go, don't fight the market. Get out and try again. Don't wait till you're 20, 30, 40, 50% under to say, damn it, yeah, it wasn't. Why not just get out at 2, 3% and try again? It just doesn't make any sense. Why not to do that? But again, that's why so many people lose in this game. I make it real easy for you guys. I tell my group where to enter their fantasy paper trades and where to exit the paper trades, and I only charge $25 a month. That's it, $25 a month. Try it for 1 month. Just send me a DM. Say, hey, I'm gonna go into your trade, set up a Telegram channel. Try it for a month, $25, and you get to know where to enter, and not just Bitcoin. I have alts right now. We are on alt positions. We are on Doge, Pepe, Weef, ADA, Tau. We're working on Link. We're working on what else? We're working on Ondu, Rune, Link, other ones that I'm looking at. There's my alerts. Basically, you heard that little noise? All those little noises, those are all my alerts. When I get my alerts on my triggers, depending on what the alert says, I notify my group. Okay, my trigger just hit. Let's go ahead. Let's take this position or take that position, and here's where we're going to exit. Usually, I tell them to take the position and I analyze everything, and then I post a chart where I believe the exit's going to be, and then as we write our stop losses, I show them, okay, I already put my stop. Here's where you should put your stop at. And yeah, you have basically a step-by-step of what to do. So if you think that's something you're interested in, give it a try. Send me a DM and I'll send you the link on how to join the Telegram. If somebody reaches out to you pretending it's me, that is a scammer. And the only way you know that it's a scammer is because I will not reach out to you and ask you how your trading is going. That's a scammer. So if you're stupid enough to fall for it after I warn you, do not follow me, please. I don't like stupid people. All right? So just make sure you remember that. If you're stupid, don't follow BC because he's going to call you out. I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Right on my time. So for today, for this weekend, let's see if the Trump effect is real and we do back test this. We may get front run. Just keep that in mind. We may get front run because of the Trump effect. So if the Trump effect is too strong, we'll get front run slightly, but eventually we will come down. And let me show you an example of that. Let me show you an example of getting front run and then eventually coming down. Here's one right here. Look, perfect. It happened the other day right here. We pushed above, we came down, we got front run. Look how strong this resistance was. We got front run. It continued to run. It did its thing. It met a strong resistance. Look at all this resistance and support. And then we back tested it right there. All right. So very, very possible that with the Trump effect, we're going to get front run. We're going to run to the next layer of resistance, which is going to be right there. Grab some of this liquidity or all of it, and then come down here. And it's going to be a perfect setup for all the moon boys. Because what's going to happen is, if we do get up here, the amount of long positions that are going to open up is going to be record setting. So when I go to my high block data and I look at the liquidation data and I look at the heat, and if you don't think that's accurate, go back to my post on July 8th. I reposted that this morning. When we were down at 51,000, I said, okay, here it is again. We have high block heat at $74,000. You know what happens when I post these? No time frame. It only took 3 weeks, and we're 3% away. 3 weeks, and look at where we're at. And it's funny because some of the guys removed their comments. I should have taken a screenshot. I should have taken a screenshot of the fucking ignorance that was being posted, and now they took it. They took it. They don't want to feel stupid because they know the beast. I don't give a shit. I'll repost and I'll call you a moron. That's just my style. I'm a dick, and that's okay. But we're gonna get here, and we're gonna knock this out. I don't know if it's going to be this weekend. I'm thinking it would be a perfect weekend for that. But if we don't do it this weekend, soon enough. And when we get here, you will see a flush. Everyone's going to get bullish. We're going to break all-time high. And they may even break all-time high by a form of a wick. And then come and knock all them out before going higher. Because here's the thing. Market makers, I am in the camp that I do believe we're going to go to $100,000 real soon. They're not going to pay you. They're not going to pay you. And the amount of longs are going to be opening up in this area, in this shaded area, is going to be massive. So they're going to drop it, clean house, make you think it's going to go lower, and then run it up. Run it up with no mercy. We see that in the charts. I show you guys that in the charts all the time. You know, any high time frame, look at every pump. Does it go straight up? Nope. You see these massive moves down, these wicks that come down, these moves that come down. They give it all back, all back. They condition you for that. They condition you for that. Even the past 4 months. Real quick. Let me show you something real quick, guys. Let me show you something real quick, and I'm going to end it with this. Just look at the daily time frame. This is how the market conditions you. Look. We had a nice little push here, the last little blow off top here, okay? Look, we found resistance. They blow up that, and they come back, and they take it all away. They push. These people think, oh, I'm a genius. I'm going to short it. Then they come back up here, liquidate everybody. Because nobody started here. Everybody starts shorting right here. And they bring it up, and they take it away. Then people here think, it's going to go higher. They long, they bring it down. Then they bring these people, then they knock all of these shorts out. Look, and they go right above where you could have put your stop. Because most people are going to put their stop right here, right at the end. Look, right there. Right above the stop, they take it out. Then they dump it again. Then they come up and liquidate some shorts. They dump it again. Oh no, we're gonna. These are the $40,000 chart guys. $40,000 chart guys are right here. Bring it up and they knock everyone. I mean, look at where they stop. You got to look left. Look at my cursor. Look at the line and look left. They just took out all of these people, everyone here. Then they make you think it's going to go higher. They put in those two big, remember those $5,000 candles? In May? This was a $4,600 candle, and this is a $5,100. Remember? Do you remember the news? Oh, we're coming back up. We're coming back up. Oh, no, this is just a small little retracement before we hit higher. They put a double top, and they fucking smacked it down to $53,000. Here it was 53. Here's when I posted that chart. It was July. It's either July 6th or July 8th. I can't remember which one of the two. Guys, we have a cluster up here. No, BC, we're gonna go to 36 first. We're gonna go to 20,000. We're gonna go to 40. There's that guy with like 500,000 followers. He was chanting 44,000. Made everybody believe it was 44,000. Well, what happened? What happened? How do I have 69,000? He has 500,000 followers, and yet we're going right to my chart. Well, not my chart, high block chart. I'm smart enough to recognize where it was going. Why? Because he tells you what you want to hear. That's why. I don't. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you how it is, and I'm going to tell you what to look for and what the invalidation is. Because that's how you should look at a market. Because I don't know, but I know the probabilities based on history. Can I be wrong? Absolutely. And if I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to tell, okay, if we break here, then it's going to validate that idea. Just like I do every single day. If you guys want to learn how to do this, you can go to my Discord. Sign up for that. If you just want the calls, just join my Telegram. Everyone have a really good day, and I'll talk to you guys later.